Hello everyone, welcome to the Black Hearted Oracle. Now this isn't a sign reading, it's actually a pick a card, a pick a deck, well, stack reading, right? And the reason why it's 3 is because I reached 333 subscribers, and for me that number is significant. So yeah, I wanted to get into it. So before we get started, as usual, I got to do my spiel. Before we get started, I'd like to pay homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course, my beautiful ancestors. Now, this reading, as I said, is free. You can pick all 3 piles or whatever pile is calling out to you. You can pick it based on the cards that are above it, you know, or you can pick it based on the chart, the crystals that are on the pile. Or just on however you feel. Okay, so we're just going to get right into it. The number 3 holds significance of personal creativity, action, forcefulness, initiative, service, doing. It is to be or to not to be. But it also, when multiplied by 3s, you know, it comes to the level of 9. So it's just telling you you've come to a part where you're almost at the end, because 10 is the new beginning. 10 is the finalization, the end of things. So these are telling you where we're going from here. And I didn't get a chance to do the Aquarius full moon, which I really wanted to do, because for those who subscribe to the Rastafarian way of life, you know, we know that was Emperor Selassie's birthday. I don't subscribe to anything, so please, I'm just paying homage and knowledge to an ancestor, okay? So, yeah, and it was very significant, the messages that I got for that, but I wasn't feeling well, so I guess that message was to stay with me. Anyway, so as we get into it, we have... These are the messages that were at the bottom of the decks when I finish shuffling for each pile. So we have the Goddess of the Moon. We have the Balsamic Moon, a time for healing. And we have Green Man, synergy. So as the Goddess of the Moon represents our intuition, we're being asked to know exactly who we are, to deal with our emotions, to bring things back into balance, you know, to like the lessons. Because if you look really hard at this card, you can see the synergy. So you see his eyes, his nose, his mouth. And this is representing like the Green Man, meaning like we're one with nature. But okay, so if you picked card deck 1, we're going to get right into those. Going to move these out of the way and deal with deck 1. Okay. We have Angel of Love in reverse. And at the end, we have the Romade card. All right, so we have the Angel of Love in reverse. We have self-worth. We have surrender to the divine, the full moon. We have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus, ebb and flow in harmony. So right now with deck 1, we're being asked to really look at what has hurt us. You know, what has put us in a state where we're holding on to our heart. We're closed off right now. Maybe it's because it's time for a repair, because as it says, it's time for healing. And you can't pour from an empty cup. right? But you're also being asked to surrender to the divine. Yep. See? Tired and weary are we. But it's asking you to really think about your own cup, to put this energy into yourself. And again, with the moon. So this last moon cycle really had a strong significance that we probably won't realize until the Leo full moon. Because even though it was the Aquarius full moon, I was being told to read from the inside degrees, the Leo at 23 degrees. Not just Aquarius, but as I said, I wasn't feeling well, so I had to keep that message to myself. But we're still being told that there's a lot of healing here that needs to happen. It's time for us to surrender, to realize that, we can't stand in the way of the ebbs and flows. We're gonna have to come into synergy with these things that has hurt us, these things that have knocked our self-worth and our self-confidence, in order to realize that just as the moon affects the tides, it also affects our emotions. And these are just builders. It's time for us to get back into harmony, do the things that brings peace, brings joy back into our life. Why is the angel of love in reverse? Why is the angel, thank you, justice? Okay. I mean, I got 2. I have karma, because these are the laws of Ma'at. This represents Ma'at, I should say. And your heart has to weigh less than a feather in order to be right with Ma'at. And Ma'at is not based on some outside dogmatic. It's how you have truly lived and walked in the present, in your life. How you lived and walked in your life that affects the laws of Ma'at. It's not you're petitioning to Ma'at, So it's just asking, have you been fair to yourself? Have you been fair to others? And are these things the things that are breaking your heart? Is it your karma? I mean, and many of us don't want to believe that. We always believe the karma only affects other people. But sometimes when we have a bitter pill to swallow, it is our karma. But why is the justice here with, that was the first message. Why is the justice here with the angel of love in reverse? The other one is that, if you have been unjustly hurt, you will get justice. Why is the angel of love here with the justice card? 9 of staffs. Yeah. Yeah. You still have fight left in you. You're broken. You're scarred and bruised, but not broken. Yeah, sorry. Why is this self-worth here? Why is the self-worth? 9 of coins. Yeah, it's definitely asking you to really pamper yourself, to really do that self-care, to really find the wisdom within you of protecting yourself. And I don't mean like closing yourself off. I mean, when you see red flags, don't dive headfirst in them. Like, pull back your energy. Why is it surrender to the divine here? The devil. Yeah. So if you're having any, the stuff that look good, feel good, smells good, tastes good. Yeah, but fucks you in the end and not in the good way. It's just telling you to surrender that, give that over to the divine. Whether those be our own addictions, our own tendencies. The moon again. Yeah, the things that we try to hide from people or from ourselves. Wise prosperity lies ahead. High priestess. Yeah, it's that you're going to have to trust your intuition. Once we can get into these, integrating these lessons learned and getting the wisdom of it, because if, again, like, she's wearing her heart on her sleeve. Right? And this is telling you, like, it's the heart on the sleeve thing again, sort of, right? So it's integrating these lessons, these hurt, and then realizing that, okay, yes, I've been hurt. Yes, I've went through a hard battle, but it's time for things to change. you know, and once we could do that, then prosperity lies ahead, and it could be in the Taurus season. Why is the ocean here with the ebbs and flows? Ace of Coins. Okay. Okay. Yeah, money comes and money goes, but this is all a part of it, you know? Don't get too bogged down when you're at the Wheel of Fortune. Ebbs and flows. So if you're in the ebb, where money is a problem, then you look forward to this Wheel of Fortune turning upright for you. Because there's a golden opportunity that is here, but it has to be within the stillness of your emotions. Why is the harmony here? Okay. Yeah, so if you found out that somebody was, you know, being sneaky, was stealing from you, you know, was pretending to be this Queen of Earth, Queen of Coins, you know, it's time for you to rebalance. Oh, okay. Yeah. Time to rebalance and walk away. Again, the World. Again, the spying. Like, it's time for harmony now. Oh, no, let's not do Rumi first, sorry. One of these. Can I have a card for pile 1, please? Okay. All right. Give me a second, please. And at the bottom of the deck for you guys, it's trusting tricksters. And it says the trickster only power is your trust. You're always free to withdraw it. And that's exactly what it is here. You know, the angel of love in reverse. You withdrawing your power and taking it back through self-love and self-care. You know, and you walking away from somebody who is deceiving you and finding back your harmony. But let's get into the messages. It says, broken dreams. Only you can accept or reject your dreams. Wishful expectations. Acknowledge the storm, the smoke and mirrors in your life for what they are. And that's exactly what this message is telling you. Is stop believing that you're fragmented. You know, you have battle scars, yes. You've been bruised, yes. Your ego has been bruised, yes. But it's only you that can tell yourself that you're defeated. You know, take up your bed and walk, Lazarus. Oh, wow. I just dropped them out. Okay, the Rumi card, the impossible made possible. It says, we limit what we believe to be possible by the lack of imagination. The human heart knows everything envisioned can manifest according to divine timing and grace. Yet the mind does quake with fear, so much so that it will not listen to the heart. At times, the fear is childlike nightmare. The mind holds itself captive with dark fantasies of that profound rejection and then avoids confronting it directly at all costs. It creates barriers instead. Truly, nothing more than lines in the sand yet believed to be forts. So now you are guided by the loving power to drop the doubt. Shed the incredulity. My tongue just won't say that word. Incredulity, sorry. Incredulity, whatever. And open up the mind. Allow your imagination to be inspired as though you are a child in the great garden, hearing the breath of the earth in the wind-whipped leaves and voices of the ancestors in bird songs. The universe wants something to happen for you, something beautiful, something utterly improbable, and something perfect for your path, your own unique divine destiny. Your mind will wonder if it is even possible. People around you may wonder the same thing, but your heart will burn for it to become real, to become more than a fantastic, improbable dream. You want it with all your soul. You may have not even be consciously aware as yet that this great desire is, but your heart knows. It holds a secret knowledge and will unveil it when your mind can handle it. When your heart is much more powerful than your mind, you won't unintentionally block the incredible grace of manifestation seeking to pour into your thirsty soul like the sweetest and purest waters of blessings. Okay. Thank you, pile one. Let me clean up my board, shuffle my deck, and get back to it. Okay. Now pile two. And roaming at the end. Give me one quick second. I want to step away from the camera. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so again, on the board, we have invisible, garden in the gate, believe in the impossible, blue moon, the answers you need are coming, and reflection. Okay, so pile two, again, your intuition is trying to tell you something. You know, you're trying to keep yourself safe because you're in a comfortable place. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be an actual physical place. It could just be a mental state that you're trying to dumb down yourself. And I don't mean that in the way where you're playing stupid for other people. You're trying to just make yourself smaller than what you really are. And that's like a giant trying to hide behind a tic tac. You're not fooling anyone. You know, you may feel like you're invisible, but everyone sees you. You feel safe wherever you are right now. And it's time for you to believe in the impossible. Whatever situation, you know, that is there that makes you feel like you need healing, it's time to let that go, you know, because it's telling you, like, if it's something where you don't know what path to choose or you don't know in what direction to go in, it's telling you that your answers are coming. You might be in double mind. But if you do some reflection, you'll definitely find what you're looking for. I don't know. Did I mess up my deck? Yep. Sorry, just scanning through my deck. I see some upside down cards. I don't do that. Okay. Well, I'm not using these anyway. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get right into it. I'm not trying to make these reading. Oh goodness gracious. Want to talk? All right. Why is the invisible card here for pile two? Why is the invisible card here for pile two? Thank you. One more. Okay. All right, so there could be a Gemini. Well, Gemini is here too. So there could be a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra, right? Or a Chariot. But it's just telling you here that it's time for you to be more analytical, more logical, to boldly take the reins of your dark side and your light side, your higher self and your lower self. You have to take both of those reins firmly in your hand. Do not live in either one, because that's wow. These two cards are representing to me both the dark and the light. You know, this is the image that you're putting out to the world, but this is really what you're feeling inside. Or this is your shadow self that you're trying to hide from everyone. And it's telling you, you have to integrate both of these things in your life in order to get the blessings, in order to be able to access your intuition, you know, to quiet this double-minded self that you might have. Okay? Yeah. And wish fulfillment. Why is the garden in the gate here? Yeah. See, it's time for you to stop hiding behind this comfort zone of yours, whatever it is. You know? And I think it's like you're saying to yourself, you're waiting on your ships to come in, but how safe are you behind that gate, though? That you're like trying to protect yourself so hard. It just seems like somebody here waiting and their ships are passing them by. You know, to me, even though like these, the sprouted trees represent, you know, new life and, you know, the regrowth and the prosperity that lies ahead. But it just seems like this person has been stuck in this position for so long that this crutch that they used to help themselves with is so rooted in one position that now it's starting to spring and grow a life of its own. Yeah. And at the bottom, Aquarius. You know, so that needs healing. And hope is there for the healing, though. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Why is the blue moon here? Because there might be something that you want to do that you don't think you're capable of. Yeah. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. There's something that you want to do that you don't believe, like either you'll be able to find the proper teammate or the proper co-workers or even the right job. You might be wanting to go into something corporate, but it's just, this could just be like your work environment. That you finding the proper team to actually accomplish whatever it is, but it's just telling you it's time for you to believe in the impossible, because something that looks like a small opportunity will grow into something, but maybe you have to find people of like mind, like your tribe, in order to be able to bring it into fruition. What are the answers you need are coming? Full moon in Gemini. Oh, that one's it, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do you see how many sevens that is? 3. Right? Again, this is... Right now, there's so much confusion because of this double mind. Right? And it's like you being urged to not stay in a place where somebody's taking advantage of your double-mindedness. You know, somebody's taking advantage of the fact that you're stuck here looking and wondering what this is, but they're running away with the bag. You know, they're playing with your heart and making sure that you're unable to make a decision. And you're being urged to come out of this. Do not wait in this position anymore. Take full control of your dark and your light sides, your higher self and your lower self. Take full control of them, because you need both. You can't downgrade one or the other. Okay? It's time for you to focus, you know, be more passionate. Go after, be a go-getter. Because you have the ability, it's there. It's just a synergy, but it's going to come with some reflection. There's something that you have to integrate. Why is this reflection, this winter solstice here? Knight of Wands. Okay. So you could be somebody who maintains, yeah, very, very busy. Again, the 3 3 of them. And it's going from the stage of immaturity to the stage of activeness to the stage of maturity. You know, this could be something where you're always too busy to actually sit by the pond. And when I say pond, it's just the pond of self-reflection. You know, the pond of introspection. So you could be keeping yourself so busy. Or this could just simply mean like you need to move. Like an actual physical relocation to somewhere. But it's asking you to really take time to think about it. You know, think about what would be best. You know, are you trying to move to some place where you could just blend in? You don't stand out? Or are you trying to move someplace where you could feel safe from like the big bad world that's out there or whatever? I don't know. It just feels like a very underlying quiet depression. Okay, let me get one more. Why is the Page of Wands here with the Knight of Wands? Yeah, okay. Yeah. There's action here that needs to be taken, right? But right now, it's just like everything is going at such a slow pace, but you want it inside. You can feel the energy bubbling up inside of you. But it's still like you're stuck for some reason. Look, and at the bottom of the deck, Hangman. Yeah. All right, so Romy. Oh, no. I always forget. These first. All right, let's get it. Can I have some guidance for how to treat this? Oh. All right, pile 3. Women supporting women. Together, we can transcend our individual limitations. Remember? So this doesn't have to be about the actual women, you know, supporting women. This just means that creative force. So together with that soul tribe team that we were talking about earlier, you're being told that you can support, you know, circles. Clarity begins in an eye of a storm. Voice. It says you are here to be known, so speak and be seen. That's exactly. Home. May your body be where a harmonious sorry. May your body be where a harmonious balance of love, strength, and light and pleasure lives. Okay. See, that's exactly what I was speaking about being in that self-reflective, that, you know, inner knowing, that, you know, the goddess energy, the synergy, the healing. And to actually come out of your shell or this safe place that you've built for yourself. Okay. Beyond death and life. Number 1. Romy. And it says, the soul craves variety because it leads to wholeness. You are an old soul at the edge of something you have known, at the cups of an ending and a beginning. Perhaps you are already in surrender and falling in, or perhaps you are fearful and resisting as you greet your unknown destiny. They may be uncertainty and even insecurity, yet you have a heart big enough to bear such growing pains. You shall know the truth and the knowledge that the divine is with you. No matter how dark it may first appear, the divine is with you. You must be willing to face death. Death has come to you in the form of a loss of a beloved one. It may be death that comes to you in the ending of a financial or professional situation you once relied upon. It could also be the sense that you don't really know who you are anymore. Old identities having shown themselves to be inadequate, inaccurate, mere ego mass, too small for the great being that you are starting to suspect you might be. Your death may be a choice to let go and to take step into the new direction, to move house, to end relationship, to change career. Your death may not feel as though it has come by choice at all. It may be a sickness that leaves you feeling helpless, a relationship or other life circumstances changing when you wish with all your heart that it will not. This death may be triggered by an inner feeling that you cannot quite pin down. It powerfully propels you away from what has been and towards untapped possibilities, even towards great confusion as you encounter life in a new way. Where is it? Yeah. Sorry. Feeling even somewhat unprepared and uncertain as to what may lie ahead for you now. You have enough spiritual intelligence to shift perspective and to choose, if you wish, to rest your inner gaze upon what lies beyond the death. Gaze instead upon the new life that is calling you. When you know deep within that no matter what experiences you have had in your life, that you are untainted. Question your worthiness. You won't question your worthiness, and therefore you will trust in life more easily and more fully, no matter how much it asks of you at this time. There is an ending imminent in your life coming to you, with greater opportunity for your radiant soul to shine into beauty in the world. Grasp it eagerly. Now is not the time to fear or hesitate. Focus on what is becoming, whilst honoring what is no longer to be. Not much more I can say. That hit the nail on the head. Okay? All right, pack 2. I hope this reading helped. Blessed love. Now, as I said, you're going to have to give me a second again. I'm not feeling 100, so yeah. Be right back. Pack 3. Sorry about that. Can't help it. Oh, that's Rumi. Rumi doesn't get there. Okay. Now pack 3. The moon again. Yeah, that Aquarius moon had a real strong, message for all of us. I don't know if you guys felt it, but it was a doozy. Okay. Oh, let's just keep that there. All right. On the board now we have the moon, forbidden. Your commitment is being tested. Vulnerability and compassion. And again, we have the home card. So again, I mean, there's something deep inside that you know about that requires healing, and there's something testing your willingness, to be able to be empathetic here. There's something that might have happened to you that makes you feel like you're supposed to be stone-hearted, and to me, this commitment is not about you and anyone. It could be, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it seems like there's a higher purpose. Yeah. There's a higher purpose for when it says your commitment is being tested. I think it's really your commitment to the love and light path that might be being tested right now. you know, because sometimes we could be on this path, and it is a rough one because not everyone is on a love and light path, and some people view the ones that are as foolish, you know, people who haven't who are easily manipulated and taken advantage of. And the ones that are the ones who haven't really integrated their shadow with their light body yet. You know, the ones who think that you have to turn your cheek 50 million times. I don't believe that. Sorry. I don't. I'm compassionate, but yeah, I'll let you have it. I will. All right, we're gonna get right into this because I don't. Okay, sorry. Because this reading doesn't seem like something to laugh about, but maybe it's the early morning. Okay. So again, on the board for you, we have the moon, forbidden, your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon, vulnerability, and compassion. Why is the moon here for the third pile? And with the black cat, you know, black people always believing like the black cat is bad luck and stuff like that. But they're honestly my favorite cat. My daughter had one when her first cat, she rescued in the backyard. And he was the sweetest thing ever. But to get away from that, it's just telling you, you might be having this thing inside of you, you know, this hidden, something that you hide from everyone. And you could be thinking like it's bad or it's something that you shouldn't show everyone. But honestly, I think that's what's meant to guide you. Okay. So this could have something to do with your home, your stability. Your commitment is being tested. As I said, it didn't have to necessarily be that, but this is what is showing up. Okay. Okay. Well, I look like we're going to go not to... This looks like, okay, so you could be somebody who's in a long-term relationship. You could be somebody who's legally married or somebody who, you know, is a common law wife or husband. And there's somebody on the side, or you're feeling like there's somebody on the side. Yeah. Or you recently found out about it and you're trying to heal the situation. Again, the Star card. So the new moon, the full moon could have revealed something to you and brought a relationship pretty much on the brink of falling completely apart. Okay. What is this forbidden card for the pile 3? Okay. Yeah, okay. So this to me is you've gotten the truth, but something broke your heart. Right? And you have the truth now and you need to rest on it. But it's like you're not giving yourself that opportunity. Even though it is time for healing, it's time for rest. One more for the Four of Swords. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's urging you to rest and don't get caught up in the arguments. Don't get caught up. You might feel slighted and you want to do these things, but it's just asking you to keep the hope alive within you, right? Stand on your square. Do the necessary healing because you are triumphant. You do have the sword of truth. So the truth is on your side, you know, but I think you're also being urged to not be too tyrannical. You know, you are being urged to sit this one out a little bit. Because it's time for healing. Why is your commitment is being tested? Okay, thank you. Yeah. There's something that is overburdening you. And it could be like, you know, either you're bringing up apologies to a person and they're bringing arguments, or they're bringing arguments. Or they're bringing an apology and you're being argumentative, you know? Because of whatever happened over here that was hidden and it was brought to light, or it will be brought to light, because the goddess of the moon, it's something that you already know. It's like you pretty much know it, but I think it's going to be revealed, whatever that is, that's going to shake up your home or your stability a little bit. And it's something you're very overburdened about. What is these 10 of Wands for your commitment being tested? Okay. Yeah, 5. Arguments. Yeah, petty squabbles. Yeah, you're overburdened. The house is like, or where, it could be your job, it could be friend group, it could be wherever this is that you're committed to. It's like, it's becoming a very toxic and, you know, very toxic and unhealthy environment for you. What is this vulnerability? Why is the vulnerability card? Okay. One more. Okay, I'm still gonna get one more because just want to see something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're being urged, right? I see. I just got this on everything new, everything brand new, new house, new whip. I'm not even know if I'm singing that right because I really don't even listen to rap that much anymore. Well, I'm showing my age. Okay, anyway. You're being asked because it seems as though you want to be having a new beginning. You know, you want to step out and drop these burdens out of your life. And it's here for you. It really is, you know, but you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to open up and be a lot more vulnerable for this new opportunity because there is a lot of goodness here. My goodness gracious. Like, but it's locked away behind your not being vulnerable. You know, it's time for you to drop the burdens. It's time for you to do the necessary healing. You know the truth of a situation. You know, it just seems to be progressing to a more toxic environment. And look, at the bottom of the deck, 6 of Wands. But you're going to have to open back up your heart. You're going to have to be vulnerable. You know, whatever this thing is, it seems like you want out. And it seems like if you do, there's Ace of Pentacles. There's new love. There's new opportunity for wealth. There's time that you're going to enjoy the fruits of your labor and have a new beginning. Wow. Okay. Or this could be telling you to fix it. But, I mean, this is normally a single card. All right. Why is the Compassion card here? Why is the Compassion card here? Self-love is the best love. Okay. Top 2. Okay, well, I'm going to keep that way. All right, so this is telling me, like, even though you are fiery and you're filled up with passion, emboldened at the moment, because the reason why I say emboldened is because there's the devil energy at the bottom of the deck, right? It's telling you, like, don't put your happiness and your joy on hold. Don't do it. Yeah. That fell over there on the 10 of Cups. It could be Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So this could be telling you, like, you're going through a rough spot in your relationship. Something came out that really hurt you. And it making you feel like you want to leave. But honestly, it's just telling me, like, there could be a chance to rekindle and to build back better. But it's going to take a time either of you resting, you know, healing, seeing where you were wrong, they were wrong, and, you know, or it could be a time after you being single, you end up finding something that is more stable, more fulfilling, more exactly what you need, you know. But as I say, I never tell anyone whether they should leave a relationship or not. But yeah, there's somebody coming in with a new offer, you know. I want to get more. Sorry. No, you know what? I know this is choose because this is a relationship one and not just a spiritually guided message. I want to go a little deeper. Can you go a little deeper on this message for the pile 3, please? Thank you. A little deeper. Let me get some more messages. Thank you. 2 more cards. 1 more card, please. 1 more card. Thank you. Yeah. Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. Hermit. Yeah, there's some healing here that needs to be done. As they say, there's a lot of arguments and you're being urged to sit this one out. You know, to think about your success. Get out of your head. Stop expecting the worst. Because yes, your commitment is being tested. Yes, you're overburdened. Yes, there's a lot of arguments. But in order for you to find the success that you're looking for, you really need to not put your energy there. All right? Let's get into this. Closing messages. Closing guidance. Oh, that's a closing guidance. Oh, okay. Messages for pile 3, please. Okay. Messages for pile 3. Okay. Okay. Lord. Yeah, that one is... Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. Stop it. Yeah. Accountability. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. So just like I was saying, like, you know, no blame game. Like, think about how you were wrong, how they were wrong. This is the last one. Yeah, these are a bunch. Sorry. Okay. And it says radical self-love. Yeah. We can only receive love to the extent that we unconditionally love and live the truth of ourselves. Unknown. Knowing the unknown. The intuition. Eternal gatekeeper. Acknowledge, assert, protect what is right for you. Yeah. Key to intimacy. Intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. And it's not this right here. Okay. Moving forward, the first step is taken within our stillness. Right here, where you get back on your square. You get back to, you know, that rest so you can regroup mentally. You're not stuck in this fighting circles. Clarity begins in the eye of the storm, exactly where you are right now. And broken dreams, only you can accept or reject your dreams. So that's what I'm saying. If you had this love and something happened that really tested whether you want to stay or go, it's just telling you either which way. But first, you're going to have to do some self-reflection. I surge on the uprising wave of love. Rumi, number 5. Sorry, I'm trying to get through this, man. I have a head cold. It sucks. Okay. It says, greater forces of planetary movements affect us all. This is 5, right? Yeah. The movement of the cosmos affect us deeply, body and soul. Some movements are perhaps less obvious in form, but are just as great, if not more so. In effect, upon our spiritual growth and life experience, you are going through a cycle, or very soon will be. You will be moved by forces greater than your own personal will. This is a karmic period, a time during which the movements of greater planetary bodies will have an impact upon the earth and humanity. We always have at our disposal is choice, as to how we respond to these affecting movements and cycles. The effect of this karmic cycle now unfolding in your life is to bring you into the sweetest surrender and awakening into greater love. Wow. The teacup is not made to hold the ocean, just actually a cup of tea. But if we begin to imagine that the cup of tea is preferable to the ocean simply because it is more containable, how much we miss out on. How terrifying when we are actually thrown into the ocean and moved by it, its sheer power, its wild force, and its passionate dance with the Moon Mother. Might have us fearing that we most certainly will die. Yet the only thing that is dying here is your grasp, your attempts at control. Why seek to impose a smaller, less interesting story upon life when the greater master storyteller is weaving a fantastic tale of great love? Don't try to swim against the tide of your life journey. Go with it. There are changes happening, and they will be out of your control. This is because you are ready for accelerated life change. You'll be caught up in a wave and moved faster. This will bring you to the best fortune and open you up to the divine destiny that is your birthright this lifetime. Ta-da! Ta-da! Let me stop. Okay. All right, you guys, I thank you so much for coming to the Black Hearted Oracle. I pray these messages found you well. I hope that you find your higher self in the quiet places, and may Ma'at hold you in her loving grace. Ashe. And before I go, I just want to say thank you so much, my 333 subscribers. You don't even know how great that felt to look at my subscriber count and see that number yesterday. So blessed love on your journey. May peace and blessings be with you all. Enough healing, enough love. I'm out.